It's going to fix itself. It's going to fix itself. It's just a matter of when. 1, 2. Is it working now? Is it working yet? I don't understand this. Maybe? It's working now. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, Superswood. Yeah. Welcome on in, everyone. How are we doing today? Shanka Dash, welcome on in. Shanka Wonry, IE, welcome on in. Valiant, welcome on in. Torture, welcome on in. Anna, Knarp, welcome in. Torture with the 4 months. Apple, welcome on in. Echo, welcome on in. Ryan, welcome on in. Mossy, Polska, welcome on in. How we doing, everyone? How's it going? It's been a weird work day. It's been half a work day, to be fair. I've barely done any work today at all. I've just kind of been... Well, I say I've been sitting here. I haven't. I went to where I'm going to study. Start coming fall. I sat in a math lecture for 2 hours. And I just got to see around. It was fun. I mean, I don't... Like, now after, or like even like just before, I was like, why am I even doing this? Because I've kind of already decided this is where I want to study, and this is where I'm going to, like... I'd kind of already decided. So I don't really know why I did this, but it was fun to see. Like, I don't know. It definitely has me excited, even though what I saw was 2 hours of math. And I got to see a little bit of the architectural stuff as well, which is fun. It was fun. It definitely has me excited. And, yeah. It has me excited. That's for sure. Mason, welcome. Matthias, welcome on in. Leech, welcome on in as well. Welcome. And, I mean, we're gonna get into it. We got digging. Woo! Digging! Oh my god, show unexpected, right? Super unexpected. Hold up, let me go into the world real quick. Did anyone watch Minecraft Live? Says Bruce Wood. Yep. Good to see man. Hey, Manhats, welcome on in. Anyone watch that? Did anyone watch the Minecraft Live? Okay, let's hope we're in the game. Yep, working. Hey, hi, Zenith. Welcome on in. I actually did not really see that much of Minecraft Live. Zoomers recap. Yeah. I only really saw the new stuff. I didn't really see the rest of it, so I'm not really going to be able to comment on anything. I did see the new stuff, though. I'm excited. I'm excited for the drop. I've seen a lot of people that are not happy with this drop, saying it's lackluster and things, and I'm like, but have you seen the previous, like the drop we're getting next week? I guess it's dropping, which is just so stupid. Again, like Minecraft World in London, I did see that as well. Actually, for me, the way that they're like, I'm fine with the drop systems. I'm like, I would prefer. My preferred like update cycle to Minecraft would be like go back to the 2 a year. They can be slightly smaller. They don't have to be as massive as the 1 a year updates, right? They can be slightly smaller, and all that stuff. You get more updates throughout a year, which is, you know, good, I guess, because that's why they want a drop system, because they want more updates. But I think from a community standpoint, I think the community is going to be a lot happier with 2 updates a year. And I currently am of the belief that a lot of the updates are, they can feel a little lackluster, and they can also, they feel a little lackluster, and they also feel, how do we say it? They feel lackluster, and they also feel like they're too tight together. Like I can't enjoy one update before the next one's already like everything everyone's talking about. I mean, this update, like last update, perfect between Mounts of Mayhem and the Tiny Takeover. The gap between like the Mounts of Mayhem dropping and the Tiny Takeover being like announced, that was a good gap. That was only because the holidays. I thought Mojang had learned and be like, hey, we should probably wait a little bit. They didn't learn, because everything everyone's talking about now is the next update, which is, I'm assuming, the summer update. And Tiny Takeover hasn't even been released yet. it's like, Can't we, like, enjoy the new update before we get put into the next one? Oh, there's a lot to dig. There's a lot to dig. Showed. No, we're not tiptoeing. We're gonna go straight into it. So if you don't want to be spoiled, this is your chance to mute the stream and come back later. We'll probably be discussing it throughout, though. Yeah, I like that we are getting more updates in a sense. I like that they're updating old parts of the game. There's a lot of things about the drop system that I like. But there's two major things that I dislike. Some of them can feel lackluster, like Mounts of Mayhem and Tiny Takeover. While I understand that Tiny Takeover has been a lot of work to update a lot of models, make sure that they're not obsessively or like unnecessarily laggy and all these different things. That's like, I understand that takes time, and I have understanding for that. I'm just, it feels like they could have done a little better job, like maybe added another flower or two. Like, think last year when they added the when they did the we're just gonna sort this in. I think last year when they added the Spring to Life updates. That update was great. Like, I love a lot of the things that were added in that update. And if they would just have added, like, maybe 2 more foliage books to, like, make the world a little more alive in this update, I would have been really, really happy with it. For now, I'm probably not going to update my game until... I'm probably not going to update my game until the 26.2 update comes out. Because I personally don't see a big reason to update it at the moment. It's a Tiny Takeover. Like, Tiny Takeover is definitely cool. I think it's going to be a really nice part of the game. Like, it is a really nice part of the game, but there's nothing in the update that's making me go... It's the same with Mounts of Mayhem. There's nothing in the update that's making me go, ooh, I want to update as soon as possible. I'm not going to be in a rush. And especially now that Mojang already announced the next update, no one's going to care if I put a video out on it or not. It's not like that video is going to do any better than any other video. Because everyone did, like, a smaller part of the community than what would have care about the Tiny Takeover update now, at least in a YouTube space, because everything everyone wants to see about is the new updates. Which I understand. And it's not the community's fault at all. It's more how, like, Mojang puts it out. So I would like to see like a 2-3 week gap between one update coming out and the next one being announced. I feel like that would be a really, really nice breath of fresh air. It would just be a little time to breathe before you get thrown into the next thing. Because right now, for me, it's a little too frequent. It just gives them more time. I mean, for them, if they wait a little longer between announcing new updates, it gives them a little more time to refine the features in the updates and lets them, like, when they announce an update, they can announce more. And I think more of the community will be accepting of that, because, like, there's more that's been announced. It doesn't feel as lackluster, because a lot of the community, I think, right now hasn't really fully realized that, because, like, in the past, we used to get pretty much everything that we were getting in an update was announced day one. And then especially after 1.19, when they really, really under-delivered, they realized we can't keep doing that. We need to under-promise and then over-deliver. And I think that's great. Like, I think that's a great way to do it. I just don't think that a lot of people in the community have kind of realized that that's what they're doing. So a lot of people are now going, oh, is this everything? Which, to be fair, for this update, it's quite a lot. It's not like it's a small update, I don't think. I would not call this a small update. Especially not when you're comparing with the most recent two. Right? Like the Tiny Takeover, yeah, new models, a lot of new models, granted. But that's it, right? And then you have the Mounts of Mayhem, which was the Spear and the Nautilus. It's not like, I feel like this update is so much bigger than that. I'm excited for it though. I mean, maybe I should yap about the actual blocks and everything. I really like the blocks. The biome I think is gonna be fun as well. I don't mind the biome. I don't know. I feel like the biome could could be made to look a little better, especially like when you're transitioning from the biome into the general like just normal caves. I feel like that could be made a little better, but it's kind of always like that with Minecraft biomes. I don't think it's a problem at all. The blocks, really excited for them. I haven't really like looked at the textures that they did give out yet. I'm probably just gonna have a look at them when they actually come into when they come in what is it called? When they come into a snapshot form. HH, I think someone with 11 months of tier 2. Jeez. Oh, come on in. But yeah, I'm really excited, especially the red palette. We don't have a lot of red stairs. We don't have any red walls. Except nether brick, I'm pretty sure. So I'm super excited about that. The yellow, also super nice. We do not have a lot of yellow, like yellow blocks. We have a lot of like close-ish yellow with sandstone and all that stuff. But we don't have any like full-on yellow blocks. So I'm also I'm really excited for the blocks. I think the blocks are going to be great. The sulfur cube. What do you think about it, the sulfur cube? It's cool. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's a really cool thing, and it has a lot of functionality and a lot of use cases, and it's gonna be really fun in minigames. I'm still of the belief, just like with the spear, which this whole like premise around the spear was that you can make minigames with this, you can make jousting arenas, and the same principle kind of goes or is true for the sulfur cube. It's literally only for minigames. Like, what else are you gonna do with it? I don't think it drops anything. Like, for me, there's no survival aspect to it, which feels weird. Which feels like a weird feature to add into a game that is a survival game at heart, right? I am being harsh. I do think it's going to be a really cool addition to the game. I just wish it, along with that mechanic that they want to have for the minigames, that it also had some sort of a mechanic that would make it useful in survival in a single player sense. Because the sulfur cube is... I have no idea what I'm going to use that in a single player world. Like, what am I going to do with that? I'm just going to leave this in here. Hey, King Dog, welcome in. Yellow tree? No. Yellow rock. They added sulfur. What was the only one? Cinnabar? I think it is. I would love... Like, okay, so... Moving on from like what I actually think about the items, which I rate this update. I think this update is going to be great. I'm going to be excited to update to it once it comes out. Because I think it adds a lot of good blocks to the game. Obviously, I haven't looked at the blocks in game. So I don't know 100% yet. But from what I've seen, I'm a big fan. And I'm definitely excited to update to this update. And that's a good thing. They could slowly break a block if they had a nether... that's probably bad. And what if they could slowly break a block if they had a netherite block inside of them? Yeah, I mean, give them something like that. Obviously, it might not have to be that exact feature, but like, give them some aspect where you can put a block in them that makes them be able to like farm something for you. Like, something that makes them a little bit more useful in a single player world, I'd say. Because they are going to be great fun with minigames and stuff in a... what is it called? In a multiplayer setting, right? Like, I think they're going to be absolutely amazing, like for golf courses, and like, I think there's so much potential with it, and I'm like looking forward to that in a multiplayer setting. It's just, I would love to see some sort of use case in a farm. Yellowstone, it's a cave biome. That's also been announced. So the sulfur and the cinnabar spawns in the new biome called the sulfur caves, I think it's called sulfur caves. The biome looks kind of meh. Ooh, there is the biome looks kind of meh. I understand that why it looks like it does. It has some Yellowstone inspiration. It's all right. It has some geyser sort of things, which you can put in water and it makes like an effect. That is sick. I love things like that. When you can add like ambience to your world with like particles and stuff. Super, super cool. So looking forward to that. I haven't actually looked like how the particles look, but I do know that you can bring them with you around the world. So it's super, super excited about that. Should be fun. Playing and see your videos in the background. Can I ask you how to get better shapes for builds and houses and stuff? Shapes. I would take a lot of inspiration, like from wherever. If you find a nice shape, somewhere when you're like scrolling Instagram or like Pinterest or whatever you get inspiration from, save it. And then you can start building up your own shapes from that. And that's generally a pretty good way to get yourselves like, or get used to making shapes yourself. Where then obviously the next step is to make some, or like try to figure out shapes yourself. Like and along with that, let the environment around you guide how you shape things out. I hate building in a flat world, for example, even if I create a plan, because I take a lot of the things I build is like, say this castle, for example. This castle is purely built this way because it sits on this terrain. Even though I do a lot of custom terraforming, a lot of what I do is dependent on the terrain when it comes to shaping up builds and how it looks with the terrain. So that helps mostly. Or like if they had grass mycelium inside that were standing near dirt for long enough, they could spread it like it was placed. Could also be a cool feature. Like something like that, right? Some feature of it that makes it more than just a minigame thing. Because I'm all for Mojang. I have kind of changed my stance to this. Before, I was against Mojang like making items to be used for minigames. Like the spear, I think that is a purely minigame item. I do not think it has some use. It is kind of fun, but it is mainly for the minigame. Like that was the entire thing when they presented it. And it's same with the sulfur cube. I don't enjoy that. I just wish that there was some little feature of it that was still that still had a use case in like survival, right? Without having to make a minigame and stuff. The birds, my last measurement, grass could spread onto dirt in them. I mean, that way we could get grass pre-soak touch, maybe. Maybe. Put a liquid in to do something. I mean, I think there's a lot of opportunity. I think there was on a video I saw someone suggested that hot springs could spawn on the surface above sulfur caves that would make the update a little bit more interesting. I like that idea as well. That's a really cool idea. Similar to how we have lush caves. Great idea, honestly. That's super nice. I'm a fan of that. Whoever thought of it. That's a good idea. But yeah, I mean, I'm generally excited for the updates. The sulfur cube, I don't think I'm really gonna do anything with in this world, right? Because it's a single player world. I don't think I have any use for it. The blocks though, yes, dude. I think the blocks are gonna be perfect. It's super dark outside. We'll fly over there anyways now. I think the blocks are gonna be absolutely perfect for my my roofs in the city, or my city wall roofs. I think they're gonna be perfect for that. So I'm really excited for it. Really, really excited. Yeah, like mostly excited over the new updates. It's definitely it's gonna be nice to get some building blocks. I think we have been lacking building blocks the past 2 updates. Granted, we got a lot of building blocks with the fall update, but I don't know. I think they should always add some like, I don't know, maybe have a limit of like adding at least like 3 blocks in an update. That would just be so nice. I guess we do get the golden dandelion, right? I think that can be placed, but we're gonna have a lot of digging to do. Or whatever. Need to open OBS real quick. First thing we can do is just grab 2 shulker boxes. Fingers crossed for a child version on the Cinnabar. It goes hard. I'm hoping we get like the tough treatment, right? We should get the tough treatment. I doubt they're gonna do it just because like knowing Mojang and how they operate how they work. I doubt we're gonna get something like that, but it would be really, really cool. And honestly, if they want to get some plus points with a lot of people in the community, if they go ahead and give tough treatment to calcite and dripstone, doesn't even have to be both in the same update. And honestly, what I would love to see, because I think it would silence a lot of negativity in the community, because like, let's be real, there's a lot of negativity in the community. Like, come on guys, we are getting free updates in the big 2026 from a game that most of us bought over 10 years ago. A lot of us bought over 10 years ago for $20. I haven't spent any more money. Well, okay, I have 2 accounts. So, what, $40 is what I've given Mojang. And I'm still getting updates. Like, you definitely have a right to, like, criticize what they're doing. For sure. I'm not saying that. Like, criticism is good. And Mojang are and have been really receptive to criticism and feedback. But there's just so much blind hate / feedback in the Minecraft community that, like, it's so pointless. It's so pointless. If you're gonna have some critique, you gotta come up with some answers for that critique as well. Like, if you're gonna have some criticism about something, you've also gotta have some, like, you also gotta have some, or how would you do it then? Like, what are you gonna do? Or how would you do that different, for example? And one thing that I would do, that I think would silence a lot of people that have negativity on, like, some of the recent updates, myself included, like, Mounts of Mayhem, Tiny Takeover. I think Tiny Takeover, and even the Nautilus has his place in the game, I think, early game. It's a fun mob to use. But, especially Tiny Takeover, like, I really enjoy the mobs, but I think I would be really happy with them just adding, like, say they give the tough treatment of adding all the types of, like, tiled and polished and stuff to calcite, for example, or to dripstone. Like, they don't have to make this a big thing. They literally just, like, take one type of, like, one block family that they have been, because I'm assuming that they're eventually going to want to eventually give calcite the same treatment that they have given to tough, right? I'm assuming that that's something that they want to do at some point. So why not add that in? Because, like, making the textures and everything, yes, that's going to take a little bit of work, but it's not going to take that long when you already have figured out what you want. It's okay for things to be silly and not need to... I'm 100% with you, Burning. It's definitely okay for it. I just think if Mojang wanted to win 3 points with a lot of people in the community, they could do that. With relatively ease. I'm not saying that it's a breeze in the park to add these textures, because I understand that it's not. They have to go through a big, long process, I'd imagine. But it could be nice in updates where there's few blocks being added, or like no blocks being added. They could get away with not adding any blocks if they just, like, did that. I don't know. I think that would be fun. I wouldn't be surprised if 22 is big technical. There's no way it's a technical update. Then they wouldn't have announced everything they did now. 26.2 will be the sulfur caves. My guess, and what I like from what I've heard, my guesstimate is that they're gonna push Vulcan when it's ready in an update, because they, from my understanding, they have a different team working on Vulcan than working on content itself. So they are 2 things being developed, and I'm assuming that we're gonna get Vulcan together with another drop. Like, the Vulcan is not gonna be the entire drop, because Vulcan is a big change, and, like, I wouldn't mind it being an entire drop if we were gonna have improved performance and everything like that. But the entire reason Mojang switched to the drop system is to put out more content, and Vulcan, while it is great for the game, isn't new content, right? So I think we're gonna 26.2 or 26.3 is probably gonna see that. being added. I mean, we're gonna get vibrant visuals to Java at some point as well, but vibrant visuals can't be its own update simply because, well, it's a bad update on its own, to be fair, but it can't be its own update because then what are we updating Bedrock? What are we giving Bedrock? Bedrock already has vibrant visuals. The 1.15 MBs being a small part of an update that was largely technical. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna do something along with the technical update. I mean, the thing they're doing now, Exxon, the big thing with these smaller game drops is they are doing a lot of technical changes. Today I'm free. Very nice. Like, they're improving a lot of parts of the game with these smaller updates, which is the one thing which is one of the things I do like about it. Because they're getting a chance to improve old things, like, you know, they've improved animal textures. Animal textures haven't been, like, touched in updates, except, say, new mobs, obviously, but you get what I mean. Like, they haven't updated the cow texture since... When it was the cow release? It was released pre-alpha. No, cow was released in alpha, I think. But, like, the sheep, that was pre-alpha. Like, they haven't updated these things, and they're taking the time to do it, which is great for the game long term, right? And I'm really happy that they do. Like, it definitely... Like, they've updated forests as well. Like, they've upgraded the foliage with the bushes. They're adding a lot of really, really nice things. So I like the update system in that we're getting more new things. And, like, we're getting changes to old things and not just adding on to what we have already. I think that's a good thing. Well, getting additions to what we already have and some changes with, like, models and stuff. But, like, a nest block for chickens and act like a storage for, like, a stack of eggs and keeps a chicken flock close by. I want to... Dude, burning, that would be so sick. Hi, Oliver. Thank you for the follow. Any updates on Just Create Season 2? No. Spoilers, maybe soon, maybe not. I didn't say that, maybe. Hashtag maybe. We're actually having a meeting tonight, which Beardy might have DM'd me about now. Beardy is probably going to be 6. And I gotta do the itinerary for the meeting. Ah! Why did Beardy have to get sick? Nestblock petition? Dude, huge. Kind of like a beehive? Kind of like a bee... Dude, I would just love being able to have free-range animals in a way, right? Like, free-range animals would be so sick. Not only for, like, wild animals. They gotta add some deer. I want to see some deer in the game, or moose. I think it's gonna be sick. I'd also like to see, like, distant birds. Which I feel like would be hard to implement, but, like, imagine I'm, like, here and I'm seeing just birds flying over in the distance. Woo! Not like bees. They gotta be, like, traveling past. They don't even have to be, like, things. It's just an ambience thing, really. It would be cool if they are actual entities as well. Like I said, have to be actual entities, because if you fly up to them, what happens then? And yeah, I don't have any spoilers for you for Just Create Season 2. I can tell you it's happening. I can tell you we're having a meeting today. I feel like if they added deer and they didn't drop venison, people would be mad, but they wouldn't want to do that because they don't want people hurting things. I feel like that's a pretty dumb argument. I mean, we have cows that drop beef. We have pigs that drop pork. We have... What are we talking? It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Skeesh! How you doing, bud? I want to see more ways to be able to farm stuff. I don't care if it's hard. I would just want it to be possible. If I could start from nothing and beat the game, that would be awesome. If there was a renewable source of gravel and sand, that would be a... There's a renewable source of gravel. There's not a renewable source of sand. Yes, I agree with you, though. More things to automate in some little way. Like, I don't know, the little sulfur guy could be a way to automate new things. I don't really know what we could automate with it, but like something, right? Surely there's some item in the game that we currently can't automate that would make sense to automate with it, right? Rumors are old, isn't there like a thing where they won't add sharks because they don't want people to get the wrong idea or get ideas of hurting stuff IRL? I mean, they added dolphins. Why wouldn't they be able to add sharks? And that's like, I don't know. I don't think so, because that, like, we can already hurt them. Like, you know, we have cats and dogs that we can hurt. They don't drop anything, so we don't, right? I don't know. I feel like if they do it, I get what you mean though with like them adding deer. They would kind of have to drop something. I understand that. Cats drop strings sometimes. They do. They do. I don't know. I feel like that's not a reason, but I mean, it could very well be a reason. I don't know. It feels a pretty, like, like a pretty dumb reason. I understand, like, they're thinking about it, but yeah. Let deer drop venison, leather, and their horns. I want deer. Yeah, like, let them do it. Let them do their thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sheep didn't drop anything, but this was also... When did Mojang buy it? I don't know, the values of Minecraft, like, there's things in Minecraft that exist in Minecraft that wouldn't be added today, for example. I mean, the creeper wouldn't be added today, for example. But like, polar bears exist and they drop fish, so there is a reason. But unlikely unless they want to hunt those. They drop fish? I don't think they dropped anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like that is a reason why they wouldn't add one. I don't know. More entities in the world would obviously not be great. Anyways, also, like the stream, everyone. I haven't, oh my god, we're 30 minutes in, I haven't even asked for anyone to like the stream. Like the stream over on YouTube chat. Thank you. It's performative. Look, we care since they don't want any real animals which have a negative connotations to them, yet add a dolphin that have really bad PR. Yeah. I mean, that also, you kind of have to look at when they change their values, because they have obviously changed how they plan out the game. Want to add new animals just for killing? I don't know. I mean, had they added any? I mean, I get what you mean. I completely get what you mean. Like I do understand where it is, and honestly, that might be true. I don't know. For me, the deer would not be for killing. For me, the deer would be for adding life to the world. Like, heck, the deer wouldn't even have to be, like, animals that don't despawn. Like, the deer could literally just be something that spawns randomly. Or make them work like the goat. There's no reason to kill the goat. They added the goat pretty recently. I feel like the goat would definitely be in what there would... something they would add today, right? The goat you don't have to kill to get its horns. Make some feature like that for the deers if you want the antlers and just the antlers. There's no reason to kill a goat. Doesn't drop anything. Well, the thing... Okay, yeah, armadillo is one. Actually, that's an even more reason one. There's no reason to kill an armadillo because deer shed their antlers. Yeah, they do. Exactly. Yeah, no, I mean, armadillo is a real... Like, the Nautilus is a different thing, because the Nautilus is a purely fictive a mob, right? And I don't think they have an issue with adding mobs like that. But armadillos is probably the most recent case where we got a new animal that's also a real-life animal. Antler hammer would be cool. It would be really cool. A real bro. What? I mean, okay, not in this. They're very fantasy in what they are in here, right? Like, if you compare Nautilus to real life, they're very fantasy in here. Like the turtle's good one would be sick, actually. Not that I'd probably use it, but it would be cool. Was they didn't want to add real animal that was hostile, yet there's plenty of sharks that don't attack humans and all actively avoid us. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, for a shark, I understand that. But, like, a deer isn't hostile, right? Sign me up. Jeez. Yeah, I feel like they could add deer. I mean, just based on what other mobs they've added. Don't give the deer any special drop. Like, we don't have goat meat. Goat meat is something you eat in real life. Why do we have to have venison meat? I understand that they would probably want some feature except them looking cool. So make them drop their antlers. You don't get the antlers by killing them, but you get the antlers by just letting them shed them like they do in real life. Horns. That would make a lot of sense. Not that I like thorns. But I'd wear it just to look cool. Oh, Lightbex, hi, welcome on in earlier. Sorry I missed you. We are digging a quarry. Well, we're starting to dig a quarry. This is probably going to be a project that takes me a bit over a week. It's a pretty big project, so unfortunately no new episode next week. Although I will be releasing a movie from Just Create. You really, I hate thorns, but at least it does something, yeah. No, I think if they want to add deer, I'm all for adding deer, because I think the deer would add such a nice ambience to the world. So I'd be super excited about the deer being added. Granted, I love eating venison in real life. It is probably my favorite type of meat. But I really don't care if it's a thing in Minecraft. I don't think that they need to add venison just purely because it's a thing in real life. I mean, goat meat is also a thing in real life, and we don't have that. I want the short grass like nether sprouts. Dude, that would be sick. That would be sick. I want that too. I love the bushes are probably one of my favorite features in the past year. I mean, I really love the copper expansion as well. Killer drop. Like Spring to Life and the Pale Gardens. There's been a lot of good drops if you're thinking about it. Okay, I think that should do, and that is a nice amount of wood. Not as much as I expected, because there was already a bit of cleared space, but that's definitely definitely nothing too shabby. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and... Next up, I'm gonna need even more shulkers. I think the main two things I want to have added is ducks and new bear species. New bear species would make a lot of sense, but just like Narp just said, that they don't want to add an aggressive animal into the game. I don't think we're getting any more bears, unfortunately. I would love to see like some brown bears or something in the game, though. That would be very cool. I just like Narp said, I don't think that's something that might happen. Ducks, though? I'd love some ducks in the game. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Sign me up for that. Hey, Chloe, welcome on in. Auburn as well, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. We're just going to craft new shulkers. I'm going to need a ton of them. Do with Alex mobs? Boo. I don't like Alex mobs. They're unnecessarily, they're so laggy. Have they... I mean, they still add just so much other things. They still add like a ton of things. Aren't aggressive, just have them function like polar bears. I guess, but polar bears still are aggressive if you could walk up to them. So I don't know. I definitely can see them being wary about that one, to be fair. Naturalist, yeah. No, Alex mobs is like, they have some good mobs for sure. Alex mobs is a laggy, very laggy, first of all, and is also Crimson. Hi. Alex mobs is very laggy, and what is it called? And also adds a bunch of things that just doesn't make sense for a mod that adds new mobs. I wish the dev would split it up in between the two. How are we doing, Crimson? Right, let's get, I guess, 4 shulker boxes down. I don't even know. Fantastical animal, would you like to be added as a mob? Fantastical animal? like a fantasy animal, not a real life animal. I don't know. Give us unicorns. Let us fly on horses. That's how we compete with the elytra. Only if there's a baby near. I know. But since they added the polar bears, I feel like they've changed their look on it, just like Narp said, with the not wanting to add hostile animals. Was an Alex mob should be in his other mod, Ice and Fire. He should have definitely split it up, because like Alex mobs is the one that adds that like super creepy nether mob, right? In the Crimson that just like attaches to your face. Dude, I got scared out of my... Oh, dude, I got so scared on that one. Alright, so this is what we need to dig, chat. All the way down there. And then hold up. There's more. Luckily, we don't need to dig everything. Down here, it's actually not a lot at all. But yeah. That damn mosquito, I hate it. Dude, same. They're terrifying, dude. Beardy warned me about it, and I still... need a change of underwear after that one. Whew. Like, I knew it was gonna happen and everything. Lots to do. We're gonna spawn area I was asked to do for an SMP. Cozy. Bit of parrots would be nice. Definitely. I understand why, though, because they drop an egg. But also, we have other egg features in the game now. Parrot eggs. I don't know what to do with them. They seem like a slightly pointless addition, maybe, but hey, parrot eggs. All right, we're just gonna start. I think we're gonna do dirt first. We're gonna clear down everything that I need to clear down, and then we're just gonna go from there. A big bird mount that can glide but not fly, because flying would be kind of OP. Burning, we have the elytra. And isn't the elytra another thing that they probably wouldn't have added if it was a thing, if like they were going to do it today? Which honestly, as much as the elytra negates any other sort of travel in the game, I don't think the game would be as popular without the elytra. I know a lot of people don't use the elytra because a lot of people don't go to the end, but oh my god, the elytra is a game changer for like so many things. Monsters fun? They are fun. I need more beacons. Oh well. I'm gonna go over here. Use full armor on them. True. Quark adds parrot eggs depending on the color, which actually makes so much more sense as they spring to life. It does. I feel like if they were adding like specific eggs to every color, that would get a lot of... That would be a lot of items really quickly. Clouds like this. This is a Tetra Pak called Fluff's Clouds. I'm pretty sure you can find it on Modrinth. It's relatively small. Oh, I don't know who found it. Who found it? Let me check. Let me find the... I might have the link even. Where was this? This was in resources. Who found this? We had an entire discussion about better clouds and stuff. Bars found it. Here, I got the link. Here's the clouds, everyone. If you want to check them out yourself. I don't know how many downloads they have now, but when I downloaded them, they were like 80 downloads. I really love them. I think these are... For me, I like these more than better clouds. Because I still have that Minecraft feel, but I also have a bit fancier clouds than the super flat Minecraft clouds. It's not just the basic one. This is very nice. It is very nice. Yeah, and especially the fact that I won't have to wait to update them like better clouds. So nice. Hey, Mossy, welcome on in. was a banger, I gotta say. Thank you. I'm happy with last video. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this week's video. I need to watch it myself now still, but I hope you're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be slightly different, that's for sure. Well, it's not gonna be slightly different. It's gonna be the same old that we're used to, but there's some new elements in it, like the drawing things I showed last week. I got a spoiler for you guys. I don't know if you can see the top of it. There, the top of it is. If we get up to 50 likes over on the YouTubes, that'll go ahead and show ya. I know I'm gonna dig out this later, but it looks better just filling it in now. Wild guess, but I think it's a building. Well, what you saw was the top of a tree. So, I don't know. I'm using fresh environments for my clouds, but I did fresh fluffy clouds after your suggestion. I did those two. Perfect clouds in Minecraft. Nice, nice. Hi, what's up? Tell me it's a tree. Wow, I wonder why. It's nearly, it's almost like I told you it was a tree. Hey, Brandon as well, welcome on in. I'm doing today. Gonna try harder than that one, Strange. With 49. Yeah, we're getting up there. You've ever been around for a while. I'm pretty sure it was a boop and go. Is this probably still at work? Like the stream, everyone, if you're over on YouTube. It helps me out so much. I do appreciate it. Oh yeah, this is where the quarry starts. Damn. Many hours. Burn is an old one. Burn is an old one. To be fair, the watch time has reset over that time, Burning. Or the watch time got reset like a year and a half ago. No, a year and a half, like, into your following. No, not a year and a half. Like a year. Quake has also been following for ages. No, actually, this is the edge. Shredded MZR. Year and a half ago, right? Well, no, 2.5 years ago. No, 2 years. No, when? 2.5 years ago? MCR must have been. I think. I don't know. I don't remember. It was such a weird time to start that series. I really shouldn't have. I was just excited. I was excited. I don't know. Actually, I take it back. That series was a good thing because I met Sloy. So she will get to that topic later in the presentation. She didn't. Nice. I don't know. Like, the people in MCR were cool. There was just very low commitment from the group in general. Like, I mean, myself, I like abandoned it after one video because no one else was uploading their first video even. So like, I felt like, what's the point? This is gonna die out quicker than you can say die out. We should probably get a second beacon set up. Where's the beacon range for now? Yeah. Yeah, we'll get a second one set up. Well, digging is going okay so far, but my beacon that I have here is kind of just covering half of the area. So I think we need to get a second one up and running, and I shouldn't need this anymore. Actually, well, I will need this. Yeah, I will need this one. I'm digging out the Crimson farm, but not today. So I'll just leave the beacon base there. Go get some. Go get some. Go get some iron. I need more beacons, really. Let's see. Wow. We're getting whip collab. One, 2, 36. And one in Dosh. Hopefully I can place this low enough in the or low enough so I don't have to move it later. I probably won't be able to though, will I? I mean, I can place it down in the cave maybe. It's gonna probably overlap with this one a little bit, but I guess that doesn't really matter at all. Hey, Verdant, welcome on in. Yeah, this should be good. Hey Jeff, how we doing today? I love that the like iron blocks got new sounds. I love it when they're updating like the old sounds in the game. It's really nice. I think that the sulfur update got a real use. I mean, the biome and the blocks themselves don't need a use, I don't think. I really like the new building things in the update. I do think that the I do think, however, that the sulfur slime should have a survival use as well as the minigame use, because it's great for minigames. But I definitely would love to see it also have some sort of a use when it comes to like farming something. Check. We will ever add an upgrade from netherite. Maybe. I don't know. If they do an end update, I could see it happening. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I'm happy with netherite being the highest tier. I also wouldn't complain over more durability on tools. Definitely not a bad thing, I don't think. Could do something. Is that the block that does the bubble in? I mean, it should do damage, I think. Not because now it does the nausea effect only, right? It should, I feel like it should do damage as well. Because like when you enter water that it's in should do damage. That would have probably a use in like farms, I'd imagine. Not being a very technical person, but I feel like that would be a like short poison or something. I don't think poison. It should like kill you eventually, because then that would probably have some use in some form or farm in some way. Although we do already have some pretty good like the spear. Okay, so I guess the spear has actually gotten a bit more useful because people realize you can put like looting and stuff on spears and add that to farms, which is kind of cool. Nothing crazy. I have no idea about that. Nope. I have never heard anything about it. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Sulfur slime farm is maybe it's a chance of dropping the item placed inside it as a random tick intervals, but that would be slightly... I did a random tick... Nah, yeah, no, you're completely right. It would be very OP. Because, like, it's not hard to get a lot of them. Just place whatever, like, the netherite block in them and just drops them. Yeah, no, that's... I don't think that would be something that they add, but, like... I don't know. I'm doing something. Ugh, I broke a netherite shovel the other day as well. And it wasn't even during a long dig either. I was just distracted. I'm gonna blame Asu because I was chatting with him. So I was tabbing in and out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blame him for it. It's his fault I lost my shovel. The right hose I can get the achievement dear god takes so long. Is it enchanted? Because if it's not enchanted, just go chop some leaves for a little bit and you'll be golden. I don't think you even need efficiency on it to break it. Or to insta-break leaves. Literally just go to a mangrove swamp and just start spamming that everywhere. It'll be broken pretty quickly. Efficiency is the only enchantment. You go to my buildings, I gotta run doodles. Go study for exam tomorrow, so bye doodles, have a good one. Best of luck with the exam. You get on the supporter server again. Memo! What are we doing today? Welcome on in. It's gonna be so much like digging, and then there's gonna be so much building to build everything back up. Because like all of these light gray blocks that we're gonna be exposing needs to be rebuilt back up with the blocks that I actually want to use in them, which I haven't even like thought about yet. What we're gonna do with that. It's probably gonna change as I go down in the quarry. It's gonna probably be lighter up here, and then further down it's gonna be darker. Have a good one, Toodle Chansey. Best of luck. Well, have fun picking the kids up. Don't know if it requires that much luck. Alright, I gotta open the window real quick. 1 second. Trying to get pretty warm. It's getting pretty warm. Outside, which is nice. Need to figure out the edge as well. Need to figure out what if I want to like overhang the dirt over the edge of the quarry, or if I want to overhang, like make the quarry stick up. I don't really know yet. We shall see about that. 10 likes everyone over on the YouTube side of things, and I'll get you guys a spoiler for the day. I do appreciate it. Helps me out a ton. Leaving a like on the stream lets you two know that you're enjoying, and if you're enjoying, that must mean that other people would also be enjoying. So YouTube recommends the stream to more people. It's always great. So thank you everyone, I appreciate it. Man, I really don't know why I'm that tired today. I've been tired this entire weekend, to be fair. I don't know, maybe I need to sleep more. It's not like I'm gonna get sleep little tonight either. Oh well. Okay. This is the good thing about this quarry design, though. The further down we go, the less there should be to dig. Not only is there a giant cave that we don't have to dig at all, obviously, but with each layer, there's going to be less and less to dig. Well, maybe not with each layer, but like here and there. Talking create, what would you say has been your biggest contraptions you built? Biggest contraptions. I don't know. I don't think I built that many like big contraptions. I've made some big drills and like some big trains, which are kind of contraptions. But like contraptions that you pick up and like walk around with, not that many that I have built. Not big ones at least. How come? Since you made 100 was 100 drilling contraption, I was wondering how big that actually is. I have made 100 by 100. Oh, I mean, I guess I did that whole contraption. Well, 100. Oh, since I've just made 100. How big that actually is? 100 by 100 drill is very big. Is what? That's 1,000 drills. I have made nowhere close to that. I made one with maybe 4 stacks of drills. Maybe. It's a big question mark. Why Quarry? Why not Quarry? Yeah, 100 by 100, yeah. No, I have not made any that big at all. That's nuts. I mean, why would you need 100 high? Because, like, what are you gonna mine? That's 100 high. Unless you're mining both stone and deep state at the same time, I guess. Yeah, you're asking the wrong questions, Jeff. Building on perimeter, maybe? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's not a vertical drill, it's horizontal ones are going down. I guess. Yeah, then I mean that's just a lot of resources very quickly. How much storage do you have on that one, considering you're getting it like 1,000 blocks each time you're digging something? Like it goes down one layer. So preparing for my create district? Noted. How big is Quarry? Quarry is big. It is very big. It's this big. And it's going down to deep state level. From Y level? 80. Storage, noted. That tiny? Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make like a perimeter underneath my create base and just put the create farms down there. Because like I am kind of over building buildings to house create farms in. Like trying to fit the farm into the building to 100%. Like I want to make some decorational bits and I want to focus more on that side. Like making a decorational interior instead of a functional one. Thanks so much for the follow, Crimson. Appreciate it. Yeah, like making the build itself look good, and then the farm comes second to that. Sort of like when I'm doing vanilla, because the vanilla I don't have as much freedom of the farm, you know, all this time. SMH, missing out. It's good. I'm also doing interiors, and I'd rather you not build an interior for me, or so I hear. So much better. Yes, of course you would take that. Also, go ahead and like the stream, everyone, if you're on the YouTube side of things. Do appreciate it. Helps you out a ton. And if you guys get 8 more likes in there, I'll get you guys a spoiler for Thursday's video. A little exclusive preview for all of you. Oh, we're actually like really close to punching into the cave. That's nice. Then it's just gonna be mainly this area that we gotta focus on. Thought the cave was further. But I guess it goes up. Rather, quite a lot from the height of the entrance. Yeah. I need to turn that alarm off. I also need to answer this. I need to look at something. It's sent me on the Instagram. Dude, I want one of those. I can't show you this because it's one of my stores that's pretty local to me. But dude, that looked so good. It was like a raspberry cake. Is it called a shortcake? It might be called a shortcake. It looked banging though. Like a raspberry pie, and what we would call a pie here in Sweden at least. But it's more of a cake. It's more of a cake, I guess. It looked very good. I don't know, depends on what time the meeting later is over. Might go get one. If you find the create farms, I'm just going to do a large iron, concrete, and brick building to the entire area. It's very industrial, yeah. Now, I want to do a very decorational building on top. And if I were to make a perimeter, I'd probably make it like a giant like cave that's been dug out with like support pillars going up to all the different buildings. And like, I'd make the farms slightly decorational, but I wouldn't like force them to be built around a certain shape of a building. I want to put them in the basement because ever since the tough incident of season 1 of Just Create, I have slightly been struggling with like motivation to fit farms inside of buildings. I don't know. that one like really just broke me. Trying to build that tough farm inside of the building I had designed. Like and like that combined with me losing my entire hard drive because it broke. Oh man, that broke me. Around the season. Yeah, literally. I need to respond to something real quick. Sorry. I built a building and shoved a moss farm in it. It's been sitting for months without an interior because, oh yeah, no, like if you're building a moss farm in an interior, like in the building itself, and then you get them farmed around that. What MC vanilla? This is vanilla. Well, I'm vanilla with vanilla mods. No content mods in this world. It's just me, my blocks, and I. Okay, buddies, fist bump. Yeah, I'm good. I'm definitely doing less of a like. I want to do some really decorational things. I don't know if, for those of you who watched me when I was playing on Beardy's World, if you remember the redstone farm, like that. I want to do that sort of thing. Where I had that one was actually functional though. I'm very proud of myself with that one, where I used the feature where if you rotate a basin, the items drop out of it. And I used that feature in a build and it was actually functional. But I want to do things like that. I want to do the decorational things. I've playing this forever since, well, I started in August, but I have only been playing since November. And I'm currently on day 1300. Korean fan. Hi. Welcome on in. Is that a name change? Probably isn't. Might have been here before. I feel like it also could be a name change. What's the point of support a server? Well, I do want to get a forever, as in a sense of like it's gonna go on as long as people are playing on it and like I'm doing content, right? I do want to start one of those in vanilla. I just gotta actually do it. I really want to get a vanilla supporter server for people that want to play on one. Oh look, another gatehouse chat. I might build out that in this episode, honestly. I don't really know. How are we doing that? See me on my phone account, Pisky Bird? Perhaps. Welcome on in though. I'll show you how I did the moss farm, Crimson, in another 6 likes over on the YouTube. Gotta make them earn the spoiler. I'm so gonna pick those leaves up again. I'm not even keeping dried leaves at this point. I have no use for them, and I have so many already. I use them sometimes in certain places, but oh my god. Creative World, that's mostly vanilla plus Axiom things. I mean, you could do what Deep did, or does, I guess. I like your content, you do a really good job. Appreciate having fun with your stream. Don't want to stay. It's all good. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Deep plays both survival and creative in one world. I don't actually know exactly how he structures it up, but he changes back and forth. I think he does like survival projects and creative projects in the same world. You should go ask him if he's streaming on a single player world at some point. Because I know he switches in like between the two to have more fun and still like build up one world. I think it's a really fun thing to do if you're like a streamer. Like I could consider doing something like that if I was a streamer. Although it wouldn't probably work out for me too well, but like I could consider doing something like that for sure. As a YouTuber, I think it's a hard thing to do. Because what's just stopping me from just cheating in items at that point, or like people accusing me of cheating in items at that point? But if you're streaming, then obviously like it's only your own rules anyways. If you want to cheat in items and build in survival, do it. Doesn't matter really. Can't do true vanilla at all anymore since I've been spoiled by vicious sold chipped builders delight for block choices. I get it. Definitely do. I don't know. Ever since I started thinking blocks more as colors instead of the textures that they offer, like instantly like mods like shipped and chiseled and all that stuff just became really pointless to me, because they just changed the texture anyways. It's not like they're adding new colors. Like I've kind of stopped caring about if a block has a weird texture, as long as it is right color wise and it looks good. Sure, it might look a little vomity when you're up close to it, but don't overuse it when you're up close then. Or in a build that you're going to be up close to. I can tell you we're not adding like shipped to season 2 of Just Create. It's been discussed for sure. I've been very against it, because I think it adds a lot of things, and I understand if you like it because it adds a lot of nice blocks. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things in there that I would love to use, but for me, I also find it a crutch because there's just so many options that I can't choose anymore. Chipped wind glass is amazing, though. Don't get me wrong. Chipped glass and like the foliage blocks, or like the foliage alternatives you get with it, amazing. But yeah, for me, like just general blocks, like I don't know, like a stone block or something, it just gives me too many options that I no longer, like I can't choose between anything anymore. Ivy Apple, welcome on in. Silhouette, welcome on in as well. Two new boops, back to back. Look at you guys go. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, so for me, there's just far too much. Like I find both the creative limiting of like vanilla Minecraft is an aspect I really enjoy. But also just that like, yeah, you're kind of forced to get a little, like you're forced to get a little inventive because you don't have everything at your hand. Unlike ship, I feel like quantity over quality sometimes. Create already has a ton of good building blocks. I don't love the building blocks in Create, I'm gonna be honest, but I do agree. I think quality over quantity is in my view of it as well. There's some really nice things in shipped, don't get me wrong. Like obviously this is my preferred way, so if you like shipped or anything else, don't take this as a negative thing towards shipped. Play exactly how you want to play. I'm just voicing like why I don't personally enjoy chipped. It's just like Apple put it. It is too many options. It's just too much quantity over quality. I mean, the texturing is generally pretty good, and you can do a lot of good things with it. And there's moments where I'm like, oh, I wish we had this texture or something. But overall, I find that I work really well with just like the vanilla block palette. I think the vanilla block palette is really good. Do I want to see more things in the vanilla block palette? For sure. But yeah, I think it's enough. Like, I don't know, there's the creative limitations there, which I find really enjoyable, and that I know not everyone does. And also, like, so widely depends on how you texture as well and how you build. Like I think a lot about the color blocks instead of the texture. Like I'm thinking color over texture, but there's a lot of people who think over like that texture with what texture actually is on the block, which I don't. So for me, having more textures is kind of like meh. It's still the same colors. Color over texture, yeah. I mean, it all depends on how you like building and what building you like to do. It's a different style. Not everyone's gonna enjoy the same. But like as someone who likes to do gradients with like art theory in mind, with like how shadows and highlights would be cast on a building, color is way more important to me than a texture is. I just want green wood. Oh, I'd love some more green, some wood. I would love gray wood. Honestly, I know it's a little boring, but yeah, no, green or gray is probably the two wood types I'd want, like colorway I'd want the most. Bamboo isn't green, it's yellow. Blue, I mean, we have warped. So I don't know. I don't know if I need blue. Bamboo is yellow. I don't know, someone brought up that the new, like, the sulfur and the cinnabar is very similar to... or, like, posted it next to, like, the create blocks, like Crimside and Ochram. I don't agree. I think Crimside and Ochram are going to be are a lot harder to incorporate into vanilla Minecraft, or, like, to Minecraft than what the new blocks are. Progress? Bunch of progress. We'll have a look here in a second, I think. Crafting tables instead of base crafting tables. Yeah, I mean, it's more things to juggle, right? As well. Like, more interfaces to juggle and move around. Like, I'm not saying chips is bad. It's a really good mod. It's well made. I like the fact that you have to have different benches for different things. I think that's a fun part of it. Over, like, why I would probably pick it over, like, chiseled. Because personally, I kind of like that. But it's also, like, makes it really hard to do builds if you don't pre-plan. In my opinion, or if you don't have like sophisticated backpacks and don't have all of the things there. I asked this Friday stream, but there were a few people in here. How many members do we think is going to be in season 2 of Just Create? I'm just curious to know, because we have the final tally now, as of last week, and I'm gonna tell Jojo's not gonna be joining season 2. So we are 7 people from the previous season going into the next season. Interesting guesses. Interesting guesses. We're not going to be adding anyone mid-season. I think it worked out with Legion. It unfortunately didn't work out too well with Jojo. I love Jojo. Great friend. But adding people mid-season, we kind of realized maybe not the move. I think it was fine last season. But yeah, we're not doing that. At least we have no plans on doing it. I thought we were just counting. Dolomite are fairly similar in color to drips on calcite and tough. Is that a copper? I mean, there's a fair chance that dolomite and stuff were patched out because of like dripstone and calcite being added to the main game and then not really having a purpose. Hey, Dust Live, welcome on in. Talking about Create SMP when the start? I can't tell you that. I mean, I know we're one like away from a spoiler, but I can't tell you when we're starting the SMP. That is very closely guarded information. It's spring. It's gonna be in spring this year. So, you know, you haven't before this time date. Well, it starts before the 1st of June. There we go. Here's a time frame for you. Because it's the spring. Alright, members, I'm not gonna spoil that. I'll just let you guys guess for the fun of it. This is the shovel missing. I need to repair my tools here soon. Did I enjoy that much? Well, it's coming back. It's coming back. Have you included Create Railoads Untold? No, I don't think so. I'm not hurried about that mod even. You guys trust? Yeah, trust Carp, everyone. No caps. Where's trust be, bro? Is it 11? I don't know. Do you think I know how to count? Bold. Bold to you for you to assume. Me too, me too. Everyone's in Just Great Season 2. While Stamps reporters are in Season 2. When he didn't answer his phone? What? Well, he was here earlier. What likes? Well, we are at 53 likes, so I do owe you guys a spoiler. We can do that after this layer. Just create a merging trust. I need to figure out more of my base plans. I need to figure out my starter plans. He was home an hour ago. I see. I don't know, maybe come to the store or something. I don't know, he was in here earlier, came in his boop. Dig do we have left? A fair bit. I can't figure out where he is. Interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Mikael, welcome on in. And then first, the natural skull face in the cliff next to the train station was still there. My personal 9th member. I don't know, maybe he just went on a walk or something. And has like disturb. Don't disturb mode on or something. I don't know. I do not know actually. Echo. You know the kind of like pie that's pretty common in Sweden where you have a berry and then it's like a cake sort of batter? It's not smooth pie, but it's... Do you know what I mean? What kind of pie? One of my local Icas has one of those with the raspberries and it sounds very good and I'm gonna go get it, but I have a meeting that's gonna probably last till like 10 tonight. So I don't know if it's worth going to get. Do you get it? I can send you a picture of the Instagram post. I think you're gonna recognize it. I feel like this is a pretty common Swedish thing. Or like something pretty common in Sweden. Echo. My brain is broken, maybe. It's a bad explanation. Long meeting. It probably won't be that long. We will probably just be yapping. That one? Yeah. You know what I mean now? I love that one with the... vad heter? Röda vinbär. What are those? Currant? Currant? Is that what they're called? Like red currant berries? Chat, the Jaff is EP. The Sam is EP. Jeebus. I got up at 6 today to go to uni, and I don't even go to uni. I sat in a math lecture for no reason. Other than to, like, see how it is. The math lesson was interesting, though. Like, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I mean, it was an introduction to a new course about statistics and probability. And I had already, like, I've already done the basics of that earlier in school. So I pretty much knew everything. Do you know what I even did? Which, like, I was fighting myself over if I were going to do it or not. But I even answered a question that the professor had. I wanted to answer more, but I was like, I probably shouldn't. There was probably 2 other questions that no one ever answered that I wanted to answer, but I just didn't. What's in your shulker box? Shulker box tooltips. Or something like that. Just search what shulker box tooltips, I think. You should be fine. You should find it. I love Uniman. I think so. First person to enjoy statistics. I don't enjoy statistics. It's probably one of my least favorite parts of math. But it was like, I enjoyed it, right? There's one side quest. Yeah. This is chillin'. Alright, let's go give you guys your spoiler. I'll do a little break here, I think. Throw my PC out the window. Why? Probably one with blackberries or blueberries. I don't remember. It was so good. Yeah, it is really good. Spoiler! Oh my god, exclusive previews, everyone. I don't know if Crimson's still here. I'll show you my moss farm, though. Yeah, just playing around with things here. I really like the area so far. It's gonna turn into a village. But I like it. I like it. And, not there. Over here. It's nice. I gotta show you this field. You drew? That is what I drew, yes. Here's my moss farms. This is what I did. I just put them in a hole on the ground. I hope you had an awesome weekend. Love the video. Thank you, Austin. I'm glad you liked it. This field. I really like this. I can't remember who actually originally built a field like this that I saw. But oh my god, do I love this field. Honestly, I am in, like, I kind of want to change the fields over here. This is the up and coming farming region, yeah. I kind of want to change all the fields over here. I don't think I'm going to, just with the pure principle that I don't like to change old builds. But I am tempted. It's looking like the video is going to be a long one. I'm going to try to keep it under 50 minutes, though. That's my goal at the moment. I have 4 out of the 5 recordings currently. Granted, the 5th recording is really, really small. But I need an old build. I know, but I still don't like to change old builds. Anyways. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of, like, changing old builds at all. So we'll get this in here if I want it. We are making some good progress now, and you can start to see the quarry starting to shape out, and well, hopefully soon I'll be helped by this cave down here, although I'm afraid I'm gonna have a lot of digging to do on this side nonetheless. Oh well, let's keep digging. If boop, get in there. Oh, good hit. Burning, good hit. Where's your drink? Monster Rio Punch. Good hit, I agree. Yes. But yeah, I'm gonna continue. My plan is to... I might not do every single building that I build ever in this world, but my challenge is to do at least one building. And my heart said nope. Yeah, don't do that. And to draw at least one building in each video. That's gonna be like the minimum. But I'd love to do it for every building. Did you buy it? Let's see. Yes, yes. There's going to be a few buildings inside of the quarry that I'm going to draw, for example, that I'm really excited about to draw, or about drawing. It was fun because I got today, I got to see some of the, what I'm going to be doing in uni as well, because I got to see like their drawings. I actually, along with the math class, that was, honestly, I enjoyed it. It was 2 hours of sitting still. Like, it wasn't the funnest thing I've ever done, obviously, but like, it wasn't bad. It was not bad. And then I was also invited to, when the guy I was following around, which turned out to be the same age as me, he just started uni right after we graduated, I guess. So that was nice. Really easy to talk to, so I was a little worried about that, but it was nice. For drawing buildings, yes, me too. But no, I got to join him and another guy in his class that was talking to a teacher on like getting advice on something that they were working on. I think they were working on row houses. I mean, that widely depends what you do, what your career is, Austin. I think statistics and probability is probably one of is probably one of the math segments of math that you have the most use for outside of math. Like I recommend everyone else should do too. Thank you for all the support, everyone. What's the map mod? So I'm asking so many questions. I'm looking for some vanilla mods for my own world. The map mod is Sarah's map. If you join my Discord, Tenny, there is a Modrinth pack that you can download, which has all of my mods if you just want to try that out and just steal the mods from there. If you don't want to ask about everything, and there's probably more things that you're not even going to see me use today, in case that's something you're interested in. It does have like some performance things, and it has a bunch of quality of life mods as well in there. Make a stream intro based on this world. I don't know if I'm going to have a stream intro. What do we like? I do want to have a new stream intro, to be fair. I do want to get a new stream intro. I don't know. Part of me was like, I want to do something drawn because I think it's nice and fun, and it's nice to support artists. To be fair, I say, Ford is working on a new stream intro. That's gonna be fully drawn. It's gonna be fully drawn for you guys to see, and it's Create themed though. It's not this world, unfortunately. So maybe, who knows, maybe I'll get a second one commissioned at some point that I can do. I switch the intros depending on which world I'm playing in. Drawing something for you? It should. He is drawing something for me, actually. When at work and she had low blood pressure and I had to keep very close eye at her. Anyway, she was more worried about me who had a hand on my heart. And finally, it's past a few, but... A cow. My Monday to uni are awful, so hopefully in my second year that changes. Well, their schedule is really interesting now. They just had exams last week, apparently. Well, the last 2 weeks, I think. So they're a little relieved. But they're starting this math class today, which is a completely new course. They're starting it today. And then they're not having another lecture for another, I think another like 3 weeks, if not 4. Because apparently they're going to Venice on Wednesday. And then then there's time for like people who failed the exams to redo them the week after that. So there's no classes at all. Of course, there's no lectures, there's nothing. So the guy I was with, he's actually gonna go from Venice and then with some other friends in the class do like a 9-day trip, like just backpacking around Europe. So that sounded like a lot of fun. But so it was really lucky that I emailed when I did, because this was literally the only day that that they had like any classes for the next like 3-4 weeks. We go technical exam today. Practical technical exam. What a word. Some season here, just parallel to lectures, survival of the fittest human. Just parallel to lectures? Ooh, I don't think it's like that for a lot of things. Also, my courses are going to be 50% exam exam like graded, and 50% just projects, which do not have any exams. You do a project and then you get either you either pass or you fail. There's no grading, there's just a pass or fail. And that's 50% of my courses that I'm going to do. Never join. I'm sure Distant Horizon or Voxy is better, so this will help. Voxy, I prefer Voxy. I think Voxy looks better than Distant Horizons personally. But obviously, if you think otherwise, use other things. But personally, I find that I like Voxy more. I don't like Distant Horizons. Only off for Easter, then back for 3 weeks, done till September. The course has no exams, just assignments, projects. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Well, 50 of mine. What kind of course you're taking? Sometimes your grade is 100% exam, sometimes it's 50%, sometimes it's 0. I think, yeah. I mean, it's definitely going to be like exams and like other things as well, but there's a lot of exams. Well, there's not that many exams in what I'm doing because there's way more exams in other courses. Hey, B2, welcome in. I'm doing good. Digging. I like digging. It's always a good day when there's digging on the schedule. What are you building? I'm building a quarry. We're building a quarry. People to remove off the Fortnite. What? You see? Noted? I guess. Weird way to phrase that, I think. Exam structures, because I'm assuming from your course they won't be fully written ones. They're 50-50, from my understanding. They're written 50% written ones, like actual exams, and then they're 50% where you get graded on a project. Or well, you don't get graded, you get a pass or fail. Basically, you get projects that last however long the course is, I guess. Obviously, I don't know this to 100% because I don't do it, but from my understanding is that you get a project and you get certain parameters that your project has to meet, and as long as you follow those parameters, and yeah, as long as you follow those parameters and those exist inside with your project, which is like, for example, making a design for bunch of row houses. Oh, did you find them, Echo? Oh, nice one, Wonry. Making row houses. So it's a project, and out of what I overheard, I don't know the guidelines exactly, but they had to have an outside like shed for the row houses. They had to have a like terrace, which had to be, I think, 18 square meters or something, and the terrace had to have evening sun. as like the parameters, and I'm pretty sure that was about it. And they had to follow some they had to follow a certain set of like guide when it comes to how you divide up the space to meet requirements for people in a wheelchair, from my understanding. So like there's set measurements that is the minimum to make a home accessible for example, wheelchairs users. My PC sucks and I'm going to see jump for Valheim. Gotcha. The same world for a longer period? Yeah. Don't rush it. Don't force yourself to complete projects. Even if you have been super excited about a project and you log on one day and you want to play Minecraft, but you feel really, really uninspired to build on what you've been building on or working on, just don't do it that day. I mean, don't do it for the next month if you're not feeling it. A really, really easy way for you to get bored and burnt out on your world is by forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do. So there is absolutely no need to ever finish a project. Like if you get bored 95% of the way there in all of your projects, just move on to the next one. It really does not matter. The most important thing is that you're having fun. And as long as you can... Yeah, I mean, yeah, the important thing is try to have as much fun as possible. Like, don't feel like you have to build something because it's a popular thing to build. I know this is kind of less maybe towards the average person, and more towards like YouTubers, but the rule still applies. I mean, people still want to build things because, like, I don't know, YouTubers build them, right? But if you're not having fun doing that, then why are you even playing Minecraft? Because you're, at the end of the day, Minecraft's a game and you're supposed to have fun, right? So try to do projects that you want to do. And I would also have some, like a book in real life or like a book in quilling game, that whenever you're just playing in the world, if ever you get an idea on a future build you want to do, like, I don't know, say I'm just like flying out from here over to here, and I suddenly get a super, super fun idea for what I want to do in this area, write it down. Write it down so that you have it for the future. Even if you don't do that in the future, you having an idea to start with can be like, oh, I'm bored with whatever I'm doing right now. What should I do? You just open your book and you're like, oh, this sounds fun. And you go do that. Tips for medieval houses? I'd look up inspiration and just start building. I don't know. Finding inspiration is probably like the biggest advice and the best advice I can give. Right. But yeah, play the way you want to play. Play the way you want to play and don't force yourself to do things that you're not enjoying at the moment. It's like probably two of the best advices. And like, don't rush things if you don't want to. Like, I mean, you can rush a lighter and everything if you want to. That's the way you prefer to play, do it. It comes down to what you want. It's an important thing, especially in the single player world, right? As long as you're having fun, that's the only thing that matters. In the middle. Another night. The layers are taking some time now, though. I had a 5-page to-do list as a create clipboard on an SMP with friends, and it was super motivating. I did almost all the projects before we stopped playing. I love ticking the boxes when done. Great boost of serotonin, right? Like, and a great motivation to do something. Yeah, no, writing down what you want to do in a world is so important. Because when you're then sitting there just like, huh, so what do I do next? Because I think this is one of the big reasons that a lot of people quit their worlds. They get to a point where they're just like, I don't know what to do. Like, this is a big reason why I can never really finish any like mod packs with quests, because I get so hyper focused on this one goal of mine that whenever I reach it, I just lose all motivation because I have no idea what to do next. Don't want it. Might just have to wait then. Or make a presentation and present it to your parents with arguments for why you should. Or why you should be able to do YouTube. And, you know, don't say any ages in my chat, but depending on how old you are, maybe it is worthwhile to listen to them a little bit. Yeah. Don't say any ages in chat or anything, but I feel like, well, it very much depends on the parent, of course, but if you can make like a Google presentation, present it to them, and like give yourself like reasons why you should be able to upload YouTube videos. I have no idea how your parents are, but I know that my parents would probably be like, oh, that's nifty of you, and be more willing to like allow me to do something that they didn't want me to do. I don't know. I'm assuming they don't want like any they just want to keep you safe, right? So like can reassure them by saying that you're not going to use your real name whatsoever, you're not going to give out your age, blah blah blah, this and the other. There's not going to be any way to contact you if that's something that they're worried about. I don't know, just general things. I know having a Discord server, for example, is fun and nice with the community, but could be something to not have it start, at least, if it would allow you to do the YouTube thing at all. Can't upload on YouTube, you can still learn video editing. Yeah, you can practice without uploading, for sure. Even if you're not allowed to upload it, there's nothing stopping you, hopefully, from... Well, there might not be something that's stopping you from just doing it yourself. Hey, show your parents the stuff you're making and just say that, hey, I really want to upload this. Blah, blah, can I do that? Maybe. I don't know. And obviously very much depends on the parents. I mean, you could literally... No. H. I mean, you can literally just tell them that, like, say that you can upload to YouTube and say that you can turn comments off, because you can turn commenting off. And people can't even comment on your videos, for example. Maybe that's something that they're worried about. I don't know. Or just straight up ask them, why can't I do it? And see if you can figure out a way to do it without their worry being realized. Like, I don't know, say that they want to protect you from, like, strangers, right? That might have bad intentions. Then you can tell them that I'm not going to have a way to contact me. There's not going to be any information how to contact me. I'm not going to have any public places that you can chat with me. Nothing. I'm literally just going to be uploading my videos, and I'm also going to turn comments off. You can do unlisted, if that's what you mean. But yeah, I mean, if their worry is like they don't want people older than you, like, you know, being in contact with you, which is feels like a pretty valid thing to be worried about, depending, you know, how old you are and all that stuff, without saying ages. But it's definitely a valid fear, right, to have on the internet. The internet's a pretty weird place at a lot of times. But yeah. Hey everyone, welcome on in. Spoiler? I've already given the spoiler. You missed it. Woo, we're opening up into the cave. Why did you want to start YouTube? I don't know. I saw other people doing it. It looked like fun. And it's something I enjoyed doing. Like I enjoyed making videos. How long ago was it? I don't know. A little bit ago? Maybe like 20 minutes? Not exactly sure. Yay, that's here. Haha. Yeah, I guess there's also some areas where there's more digging than on the top layers. Because it does go in. It is a very weird open pit mine. One of my favorite Avid songs? Yeah, that's a good one. Switch out my pickaxe again as well. Stop a world because I'm not good at the survival bit, getting netherite tools and armor and farms and those things. I mean, you don't have to get netherite, you don't have to build farms. If you're not like... I mean, you get good at the game and at the survival bit by playing. So like, when it gets hard, just go do the things that you enjoy instead and then try again in the future, I'd say. I mean, netherite is pretty much pointless. Yes, it does give you make your tools a little bit faster. But it's so low that it's like it's negligible. Like it's negligible. Like you will barely notice it compared to a diamond tool, for example. And farms is something you get better at. It's just practicing building them. Yeah, everything, it just comes with practice, right? It's cool. It is cool, but you don't have to get it as fast as possible. You can wait with it. You can get netherite slowly over time if you don't enjoy doing it, but you do want it anyways. But like, so you can get a netherite piece here and there if you want. Yay, some andesite. That's always good. And the side is always nice. I'm pretty sure, Echo, if you do mod on, you have mod on that account, by the way. On the One Re account. I don't exactly remember. Or, no, it's not mod on, it's equip, isn't it? I'm stupid. It should be mod on, because it's so much simpler to write. Nope, apparently it's broken. Or he's not added to the list, I guess. Very likely possibility. I don't know, I mean... I just wanted to open up into the bigger, the cave. Even though I know in my heart it's not gonna even like matter too much in the first layers that it does. I don't know if this layer is gonna open. I mean, we already have a ravine coming through here, which is saving me a bunch of digging. Save me from having to do a bunch. Now I know where he is. Where was he? He's working. What? I thought he was jobless. Hi, Blunding. Blunding, did you know what I did today? Oh my god, the cave. Haha. Oh my god, the cave. Haha. Alright, well, this opening was always here, I guess. I went and followed an architect, civil engineering student around during his lecture, and when he was talking about a project they were doing about designing row houses. How was it? It was very exciting, and I'm very excited to go to uni now. Even though 2 hours of it was me listening in on a math lecture. But it's very exciting. He had an interview last week, and today they would call him about if he got the job or not. And he got it, apparently. And he doesn't let you know instantly. Little kid excited for school. Literally me, London. Literally me. My mod burning tells me I'm going to enjoy uni. And I am looking forward to it. It's going to be sick. Nope, he didn't. That's insane. If I'm applying for a job and I get it, Issa would be the first person that I would message it instantly. What, you need to dig? A little bit. Just a tad, just a smudge. Just a little bit. Well, I don't know when to make dinner then. Yeah, because what is he working as now? What hours does he have? When, like, how was he home an hour ago and then now at work? I also gotta love that if he got it, the day he gets it, he has to go to work. I'm like, hello, what? Feels weird. Ah, thunderstorm. Window cleaner, let her have a better Probably started than me. That's insane. That's crazy. Also, who requires him to clean windows at this hour? That's also insane. That wasn't even a thunderstorm, I lied. Hopefully the cave helps me here soon. Or starts helping. Thank you for the follow, Midnight. There we go, skiing, and it's there. How you been? I've been good. How we doing, Mirvek? How we doing? How we doing? How you been? If they're over there, they can be away for a few days? What? Alright, thank you. Noise, noise. Ooh, Back, I need to close my window again. It's now cold. I might go a little longer today, chat. How are we feeling about that? Because what, 45 minutes is regular stream time? I gotta get myself an hour to prep the meeting since Beardy is currently avoiding screens because he's sick. But I think I might go a little over today. How are we feeling about that? Good idea. Thanks, Blending. Are you going live today in 30 minutes? Love that idea. Oh, yeah. Hey, Chage, I've got a question. Do you play on the supporter server? Have I just like completely missed something? Yabba yippee yabba dabba doo. Because it is a tier 2 sub after all. And I feel like I've missed some... I feel like I've missed like connecting... Yes! Because Blur keeps calling you Hope, which is where I got my head... I started thinking, wait. Have I just not put this together in the like 11 months which you've been here? That that's the case? And no, I hadn't. It makes a lot of sense though. I'm gonna do this. That's you? I'm gonna change your nickname to Hope. I mean, I'm assuming it's fine to call you that. Yeah. Cool. Yes, that's me. That's a crazy miss, I'm not gonna lie. But it makes a lot of sense. You know, when you think about it. But yeah, we'll probably go over a little bit today. But then I gotta give myself an hour to prep the meeting notes, probably eat something as well. Because I haven't eaten since like slightly before 12. And it is nearly 6, so... Should probably consume some food. On my piece of berry and doodles. So what is the reason for being HH? How did we get from Amazing Hope to HH? What is the... like, you got the H. But that's about it, no? Well, name so had some to name some usernames. I see. That's fair. I mean, yeah, obviously, Amazing Hope would probably, you'd assume that would be taken. Feels like something that would be taken on like a lot of platforms. Hope is the same, but the stuff in form might be different. I see. Interesting. Interesting. Amazing content past weeks. Keep it going. Thank you, Mika. I appreciate it. Like, part of me is a little scared to like make create content again now, having only done vanilla content for a while. I mean, I'll put out the movies, but it's not like it's gonna be anything new. We need Just Create. I mean, I'm not doing Just Create. It's just, part of me is just like, I wonder how that's gonna react now when I'm doing both of them. I especially wonder how the Forever World series is gonna do after the initial Just Create episodes have been gone out. I'm crying another big dig. They're hurting. They are hurting, that's for sure. I need to repair my tools really badly. I think not all my shovels. I mean, I did break a netherite shovel completely the other day, which stung. But like, I think I have 2 pickaxes left before I need to repair. Definitely gonna need to repair during this dig at least. Maybe not today, but or like during this project. For every post, not like during the entire season. No, it will be. There won't be any videos the first month of Just Create. When Just Create starts, there will be a month of Just Create videos. I'm gonna try to get 8 of them out within the first month, and then after that, we're going back to normal. I have not decided on how I'm gonna do it just yet. If it's gonna be like 2 videos in the Forever World, 2 videos on Just Create. Because YouTube does like it when you stick to one series for a little bit, so it's not like constant back and forth. But I'm gonna do some research, talk to some people, and see what the best way would do to juggle 2 series. Because I do know people who have done it, so gotta chat with them, ask for some advice on it. What would be the best to do for the algorithm? You just create one Forever World? Well, then the Forever World suffers, so it's probably gonna be like X of one, X of the other. Same amount for both of them. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll figure something good out for the first bit, but come fall, make food, I'm done at last. Nice. But come fall, I'm going to start up uni as well. And at that point, I honestly have no idea how many videos I'm going to get out a month, how much like motivation I'm going to have to work on videos, because I think as much as I'm going to enjoy uni, I think it's also going to be pretty draining. She's coming back. Do love the Forever World content though. Only really watch you and Mr. Beard as far as Create goes. Yeah, no, the Forever World content's going to keep going. Just Create is going to come back for a season. I don't know, maybe last season, maybe not. We have no idea. Like, I mean, I'd want to do more seasons. I think I really enjoy it, but it does depend like my time, honestly. Like, I think for me, like, the other people might carry on without me, honestly, but for me, it's just gonna come down to time. Okay, next layer should punch through into the cave. I'm hoping. We're gonna hope on that. But yeah, Just Create, I'm really excited for it coming back. I've got some really fun building ideas for Just Create Season 2 that's gonna be different from the Forever World, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna just dig this entire thing down, because I think that's just gonna make more sense how it looks wise. Even though it's gonna be built up mostly later. I did click mute on this one. Wait, what? Oh, I did mute. I'm confused now. Hey, Super, how are we doing today? How long will Just Create Season 2 run for? We're not gonna have a limit. It's gonna be the philosophy around it's gonna be exactly the same as Season 1. We're gonna play in the world for however long we're having fun. I think a hard limit is gonna be, or is gonna be stressful. I mean, Just Create Season 1 came to a very natural ending, for us at least. I do know that it was like for a lot of the people on there, it was a little, maybe a little sudden, like for Beardy, for Foxy, I think. For me, it came to a very natural ending. But yeah, so it definitely was a little sudden to some people, or to some of the people on there. So I think we're going to have more discussion about it earlier this time, so that we can all kind of come to a conclusion, so that the SMP stays interesting to the final bit. Because I do think that was one of the misses last season, where Beardy, obviously he had a kid, so there is obviously a lot of understanding there. But when Beardy kind of stopped playing, it kind of fell apart a little bit. Like Foxy stopped playing as much and all that stuff. So I think we do have to discuss it a little bit more. With more people, I do think it's going to be a little active, a little longer than it was. But yeah, there was a dip in interaction, which is something that we're going to have, that we want to discuss and look at and see how we can improve for this season. Because I think the lack of interaction that we were having come fall, when all of us had moved to our own bases and stuff, is what ended up being the reason for a lot of people, or a lot of us starting to play less. So that's something that we're gonna, like, as a group, we need to talk about and discuss and figure out. Base within an interior. To get a base within an interior? Well, yes. My base doesn't involve a massive main base though this time. Teaming might combat that. Well, as much as teaming does combat that, it also is hard to do, because we all want to build our own farms, right? And if you're basing together with someone, you're not going to get to build certain farms. And I mean, I do not want to miss out. Say if I base with Beardy, both me and Beardy are going to want to build iron farms. And both me and Beard are going to want to build iron farms, because those videos do well. By the looks of it, if I don't move, which I don't think I will, I'm going to be basing very close to Throwlash. And one of the new members, I think. Well, no, actually, they moved away a little bit. But me and Throwlash are probably going to be with... If we're both in the right spot in our base, we're going to be able to talk to each other. Maybe builds have to be co-op? No. That's also a bad idea. I don't think it's gonna, like, work out, because you can't restrict it too much. It has to be a natural point of interaction. Like, at spawn, it was so much fun, because we were all interacting constantly with each other, and that was just, like, a lot of fun. Co-op building railroads isn't bad. That's another good thing that something that we should probably do. I need to write this down. Actually, I need to write something down. That would drive a lot of interaction. Ronan, welcome on in. Yeah, look, we're punching through. Granted, this entire layer kind of needs to go by the looks of it. But hey, we're punching through nonetheless. Oh boy. No. I might just have to go get those blocks later with scaffolding when I'm actually building up. Hey, Tuxie, how we doing today? I'm doing good. Gonna study a little, then gonna do some MC noise. Bam, bam. Gonna be studying at uni, architecture and civil engineering. A mix of both. You can say, I'm going to be studying your name. I'm getting Lilia. Won't be sliding. Probably a failing grade that way. That's fair. Yeah, probably don't want your buildings that your design sliding. Probably not. Hey Sam, what's the best Minecraft YouTuber you like to watch the most? I watch a couple of Minecraft YouTubers at the moment, actually. I mean, always a good fan of it, like a good beat-ups video. Always chef's kiss. Fwip, obviously a lot of inspiration for me. and beans and apples. Also really enjoyable. Great builders, those two. And really doing some work. Like, really make some really interesting videos. And rather unique, I think. It's been one of my favorites lately. Granted, I haven't watched them in a little bit now. But I have also been really busy, so I have barely been watching anyone. Trained it in the recent video? Yeah, I saw some pictures of that in the Discord. I saw some of the thumbnails and stuff before. Looked sick. Where's the quarry? The quarry is the quarry. Have on the film call me by your name. One thing that especially confused me is that someone call you by their name, like I have my own name. Are you what, Burning? It's gotta be one of the most random things you've said. We're just trying to train today. I was inspired by them. Instead, built a mountain. It makes total sense. It makes total sense. Yeah. I mean, they're building my own mountains too. They gave me war flashbacks. I see. This has nothing. Has nothing to ask for. We're just waiting for a new video. New videos come in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut down the new video a little bit for the length we have right now, just because it's a little too long, I think. Just slightly too long. I want to get it under 50 minutes. I think it's gonna be just about 50 minutes, and I want to get it at least under. I know some of you like long videos, but I do want to try to keep them under 50 whenever possible. Yep, one more pickaxe. Little break. Hey, thank you, Tommy. Appreciate it. Functionality for the quarry? You'll just have to wait and see. Yes, there's some functionality. It's gonna be my stone storage, is the plan. So, every 1,000 days in this world, I want to build a new type of storage. I want to build a new type of storage, and for the first 1,000 days it was my starter base, and for the second 1,000 days it's going to be the stone storage. What do you do after with all those almost broken tools? I go and repair them in my XP farms. I've got many on them, so just head over there and just stand there and repair them. Or do you find 50 plus minutes stuff is in the algo? No, not really. Generally though, I find it that people are more likely to click on a video with fewer views, especially nowadays, just because I haven't really noticed any like difference, I guess, but generally speaking, I find it that people are more likely to click on a video that is a little shorter because it's less of a commitment. Any spoilers today? Yeah, I've been a spoiler. We can show it again though here in a bit. it's generally less of a commitment to watch something. So if they're not already invested, it can be a little hard for people to like watch a video if it's the first video that they watch. But generally speaking, no, it doesn't affect the video. I personally just think if I'm going on more than 50 minutes or like over an X amount for what I know that I've done in a video, I feel like there's space in there where I can cut things away to make it where I'm just yapping too much. Like there's spaces in there where it's just dragged out unnecessarily. So if I go in with the mindset I'm gonna cut it down below 50 minutes, I can better find the area or the parts of the video which gets a little stale and which might need to move along a little quicker. So it's purely just a thing that if it's over a certain amount of time and I think I haven't really done more than that, or like done enough to deserve that, then, I mean, granted, it is a very, very packed episode. I mean, I built 10. I'm building 10 new farms in the world. So I do a lot in the video. But I do think I'm going to be able to get it under 50 minutes. So that it's literally just a personal preference in this case. Isn't the automatic storage and the railing down to cabled is already storage for the stone? It's a very basic storage. It's way too small though. It's a mine storage. So it is way too small. In my opinion. Or it is way too small to actually like efficiently store items. It also doesn't have enough slots for everything that I want to store. We're gonna finish this layer and then I can show you the spoilers again. But another thing I think I want to add to like the storage thing, I'm gonna be building the storage, and moving forward I can choose to go back to an old store, like when I hit a new 1,000 days. So after I've hit 2,000 days in the world, I'm allowed a third storage, or I'm allowed to go back to a previous storage and automate it. So the stone storage, for example, is going to be the first one. So when I hit 2,000 days, I'm going to be allowed a new storage, which I will probably take and not automate the stone storage. But I will be allowed, if I want to, I will be allowed to go back to the stone storage and automate it. If that's something I wish to do. For example. So that is my plan. Oh, I should have checked how much pickaxe and shovel durability I'd used before this. Shucks. That shucks. I think it's gonna be a fun, like, little progression thing. Look at how much less there is to dig. Now. Been really well with giving yourself good milestones on there, so it's been fun. Yeah, I currently I think it's lacking a little bit. It's just like it's not as visible as it was. We're gonna do one more layer now at least, and then we're gonna do a little break from the digging, I think, to just like show where we're at with it. It's been fun. I need to get back into like being more forward with it in the videos to add that like little unique aspect that I think the milestones brought into my videos. Which I'm working on a system. I'm working on something that I think is going to be really cool, and kind of put that together with the with the chapters that I introduced a little bit ago. Because I want to grow on that. I want to make it a little clearer in a YouTube video, I want to make it a bigger part of the videos, but it's going to take me a minute to just figure everything out. My plan is to figure that out during the month that I'm really focusing on just Create. I'm famously bad at, like, even when I have free time, though, like, figuring stuff like that out, so... Gotta give me updates on that? Yeah. I'm gonna probably need your help burning on it, so... I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna probably be talking a bit with some other creators just to, like, get some advice on how to structure it and just figure out that if it's a good system before I actually put too much time into it. So I need to write up, like, a basic idea behind it so that I can share it to a couple of people and ask for their advice on it. Oh my god. Yeah, let's dig. And then it gets more down there. Come on. But it gets less on this side because this then starts coming in again. Right, I'm gonna keep watching. Just gonna pop into creative custom trees and need planting. Best of luck with that. Sliding, best of luck with it. Let's go look at the spoiler real quick. Here you go, Valentine, if you're still here. Quick little sneak peek at the build. And back we go. Yeah, there's really not that much on this layer, which is nice. It's great, because this first entire section here obviously kind of ends now. Or it flattens out at rough... Yeah, right here. Flattens out. That's the start of the way down to the quarry. Well, down to the further levels of the quarry. So that's kind of perfect, because both we open this hole up and the side that we've now dug out completely don't really need more digging. So that's great. Like the stream, everyone, if you're over on the YouTube side of things. Helps me out a ton. Even though we've already gotten the spoiler today. If you do want help, you're neighborhood, your friendly neighborhood stam out. Sunny! How we doing, mate? How we doing, bud? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, you? I'm doing good. Doing good, digging away on projects like the usual. Thought of making a wizard tower. I made some wizard towers in the past. Not in this world though. Maybe at some point somewhere. Of course, you alright? Yep. What else would I be doing? Thank you for the lurk, Narp. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Hey, Brooke, welcome on in. How we doing? Was finished with mine. Very nice. How's it going for you? Yeah, I kind of want to remove these blocks because it's going to be easier to remove now than later. We'll be even further down. Making videos from digging. Yep. It's almost like it's my job. And I tend to do a lot of projects where I need to dig a lot. Sick. Let's do that area as well. I kind of neglected it a bit. Half of what this game is? Yeah, it's mine. Okay, just gonna finish with that right now. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna save this replay. Alright, good, good. Okay, that is a lot of work. But luckily we have now opened up into the cave, which is kind of what I've been waiting for. And we're sort of done with this side now, as that gets a little flat over here, and then it's going to start going down. So as we move forward, but downwards, I guess, we're going to have to dig a lot less now. But I've got a little bit of a problem. This is my tool situation at the moment. I'm on my last netherite pickaxe. And, well, I don't have that many shovels left either. So we should probably do something about that. Minecraft trees recently? Sometimes. Sometimes I just build. If I have a good... Oh, he's back from his job. Also wondering, how can you just like dip, get a job and not even say anything? SMH. What should you do? Transition, I guess. Just different. Sure, Echo appreciated it. End time. Start with dinner? Because she didn't know when you were coming back. What of the stream saves when you're offline? There's a setting for it. But I brought potato balls for dinner. Woo! Potato balls. Okay. Headphones check. I should do some repairing and just listen to music instead of these horrific sounds. Are you still not in? You're not still in Diamond? Yep. Oh yeah, where you were at in the watching, right? Chicken strips. Chicken strips. Chicken strips. Did you explain everything? Well, yeah, fair enough, but like, couldn't you just have sent the text like, I got the job. I'm gonna be gone till like this time. What are you building in? What era are you building in? I don't have a strict era, but it's sort of medieval-ish. Medieval fantasy, so like it's not strictly medieval. Sort of just what I feel like, really. So now during your videos, I want to actually appreciate what's going on, and I get so many distractions. Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. It's fair. That's why I'm so behind on like Foot videos as well, because I actually want to watch them and not have them on a second monitor. I'm just different. Did Longmon stop any? Winter, how are we doing today? Hope all is well. Does it not go up when mining? No, because you're using the XP to prepare your tools and not to go up with levels. The tools take the XP. So all the XP I'm getting is going into my tools and instead of my XP bar. If I were to... If my tools get repaired, then instead of going into my into them, they go into my XP bar. When they're full. But since I'm swapping my tools when one of them is full, so I'm always holding a tool in my hand that's not repaired. I'm always repairing. So not much XP at all is going to my bar. Might need to do another slice or two. XP. Down, down. Thought I got a new fish, but it was a dupe. Sad day. Sad day. Doom, 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 doom. Do, 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 do. I don't want to die here, because then all my gear and stuff gets in the droppers and gets yeeted. And probably some just fall straight into the void. Wait, how do I have 2 shovels? Oh. Bought RAM the other day, 32 gig. Heapers money. I guess we just do all the shovels. Dun, dun, dun. 2 terabyte SSD as well. Whew. Yeah. Do 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 do. Boom boom. Do 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 do. I can hear your wallet cry from here. Yepers, yepers. Gotta run work calling, Daedal's Winter. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, Bryce, how we doing today? What's up? It's good, it's good. We're just repairing tools. A little boring, but you gotta do it, you gotta do it. This is why we have so many tools, so that we don't have to go back here constantly. At least XP is satisfying. Yep. Yes, indeed. Think that was the last one. Yeah, kind of. These ones just need top ups, because it's the non-silk touch ones, so I don't use them as much. Ba-doom, boom. Boom. Boom, ba-doom, boom. Okay, now we just have a lot of pickaxes left. At least the shovels are done. Yay. Yeah, I'll keep that on me, I guess. Hey, annoying, look one in. Yeah, I got a few tools to repair. Surprise. I've done a little bit of digging lately. I don't think I've repaired them. I think I repaired them last when I got them. I don't think I've repaired them yet, so this is the first time I'm repairing all of them. Yeah, a quicker XP farm would be very nice to have, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what would be quicker. Probably like a pigman farm. Guardian farms are pretty good XP farms, yep. A pigman farm or like a furnace-based XP farm? Yeah, no. Get the armadillo one. Yeah, the armadillo one is good, isn't it? I don't know. I kind of want to get ones to give me resources first. I guess this one isn't that, but this is like, I needed an XP farm that was actually an XP farm. So like gold and... I mean, until you get 50 levels. Yeah, I know. You're busted. You want any pets in your house? We have a cat. My family. Fast for the orbs they produce? Yeah, they are. Like, the pickup rate is just super slow. Pontus. Literally the mascot of the channel. Well, no, I have with Prismarine is easy to get with the Guardian farm, and it's blue. Edish blue. Edish blue. Yeah, Prismarine is nice. I don't know when I'm gonna make a Guardian farm in this world. Probably like when I start working on the city at some point, just because it's gonna be a nice block to have. Giving God orbs the biggest XP orb you can get. Yeah. But they also have to build up. Like, I can't just infinitely use one, right? I don't know. It doesn't seem feasible. It doesn't seem feasible to repair tools. I don't know. Not this many tools, at least. I mean, it is instant when you do it, I guess, but still. How many items would you have to smelt? Okay, the background. Yeah, I know. But how many items does the furnace have to smelt to like repair my tools? At least 3. Thanks, Wenry. So wise. Do my best. Yeah, I can tell. Funny number likes. Thousands. Preferably either cacti or ancient debris. Yeah, well, ancient debris is a little unreasonable there, surprise. Good pick of them. There are tons of pics in my Discord. If you go to the announcement chats, I post 24 pics of him every December as a... oh, I forgot to switch. As a... like 24 days of Pontus. He's also in the profile picture. There's some emotes with him. There's a bunch of things. Might be why Furnace XP farms use cacti. Yeah. Might be, might be. Makes its own fuel. Yeah, you do need to do kelp as well, I'm pretty sure, because that's what you would use as fuel. Or bamboo, I guess. Because you definitely need like a sufficient fuels for it as well. Carpets. Yeah, but then you have to dupe carpets. Which I don't want to do. For example. Good pick. Pontus, there's a ton of pictures in my Discord. In the announcement channel, in the pets channel, there's even a Discord, there's even an emote, or in a role which I ping whenever I post a picture of him. Yay, one more pickaxe after this one. The coal blocks will keep it going for a pretty long time. Yeah, but then you still need to like run another farm to do it. You do if you're gonna use it as an XP source, you're gonna want to have infinite fuel for it. Bamboo farm, yeah. Bamboo, or you do a kelp farm that smelts kelp into kelp blocks and then turns those kelp blocks into the fuel. So you get both XP for smelting kelp and you get XP for the cacti, I guess. Doing a lay infestation farm, yeah. But might as well repair everything while we're here. Sick. Finally. Okay, that took quite a while, but finally... Okay, that took quite a while, but finally all of the tools are once again prepared. Wow, I need to get a better XP farm one of these days. At least this one's better than all of the other ones I've had. One of the best songs on Epidemic. What is this? Yeah, this is a good one. I don't use it anymore because a lot of people use it, so it's very... It's not that unique. I'm trying to get a few more unique ones. And I don't think I use this one anymore. I think I removed this one. Yeah, I did. I did. Isolo. Been a partial to buying XP bottles from villagers. Gives XP for the trade and some to take with you. Yeah. I mean, trading is a great way to get XP, but you do need a good source of emeralds, right, to do it. Okay. It is a good song, though. Okay. So, I think I want to bring down this section here. I want to just wrap that section up for now, and that section. So let's do that. That should take about 30 minutes, which is what we got. Oh. Oh, right. Schmerch them. Fall in the same hole twice. Emeralds. From Clerics and buy redstone from Clerics? Yeah. Yeah, I want to buy redstone from Clerics eventually as well. I think my next villager is going to be either farmers or masons. I'm not as rushed on masons anymore since I figured out a way to get a lot of clay super easily. So, I'm not actually as... I don't feel as big of a need to get masons. So I might get farmers first because they're a better source of emeralds. Although I do have a lot of stone that I could trade for emeralds. Mud drying machines are so useful. I don't know. I don't know if they are. Honestly. I mean, for you, yeah, if you're playing super fat and you want clay. But honestly, I don't think they're that useful for someone playing in a regular world. Because, well, what do you want? What do you get from clay? So, unless you want clay specifically, which you can get in massive quantities from just going to a lush cave. Like, I was able to fill up a box of clay balls in just, like, 5 minutes. So, obviously, a bit more to fill it up completely, but still. And terracotta is just so much faster to just go mine it without having to do clay, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't find it too useful. It is an interesting feature though. Like it's a nice feature to have. Oh, ouch. Yeah. I don't have a problem damaging the world. I just reset chunks. If need be. Like, if needed, I just reset chunks and... But most of the time, I'm never gonna, like, build where I gather resources anyways. I mean, I am gonna build in the Mangrove Swamp in this world, so I do need to reset that, but generally speaking, I don't really. Raising with clay, was able to build a whole base day one thanks to them. And Christmas serves to build the same thing without a lush cave near. Yeah. No, lush caves are great for just getting a ton of clay quickly. Which, if it hadn't been like I thought about that, because I need a little bit of clay here recently, and I was like, huh. Wait, I should just go to a lush cave and mine it, which was so much easier. Then going to reverse so much faster, because you can literally just like constantly mine clay in there. The finite methods? By the infinite methods? Wait, what do we mean? Oh, as in like it's limited in the world? Sure, but it's so available in mass that it's like, why not? Right? It's not like you're ever gonna use all of the clay in the entire in your entire seed. It's just impossible. It's not unfeasible. Okay, cool. We're gonna do a little bit more in this section, I think. Just because we can. So final caves here? Yeah. Well, I can't look at him further, and I don't reset chunks. Yeah, I mean, if you don't reset chunks, I understand it. I don't know. I don't have a problem resetting chunks. It's just convenient. Ouch. Get rid of that. And rid of that. Cool. I think that's all the digging I'm going to do now. I think I'm going to move into this area and get, like, the start of the stone storage built. Enjoy building farms. Super fair. Super fair. Cool. Right. Get that in there. All this in there. Right, I think that's gonna be it. I know I didn't go over too much today, but I do gotta prep for the meeting. So I gotta run, gotta skedoodle on that. I gotta eat something as well, I feel like. Let's see if we can find someone over on the YouTubes to send you guys over to. When is that starting? That's probably not going to be starting for another hour. Yeah, no. I'm not going to wait around for that. But I'll go ahead and send you guys over to Whip over on the YouTube there. Just go ahead and like his stream over there. Helps him out. And over on the Twitch channel, we're going to find someone to raid. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, everyone. I do appreciate it. Bye, Elizabeth. I will be back on Wednesday. I don't think anything's stopping me. Wednesday, there will be a new video on Thursday, and maybe a Twitch stream on Friday. So, yeah, have a good one, everyone. And, let's see here. Yeah, have a good one, everyone, and I will catch you guys then. Toodles, YouTube. Bye, bye. Let's go and find someone on Twitch.